Keep your distance, though, Chewie. But don't look like you're trying to keep your distance. I don't know. Fly casual.
Welcome everybody to how to make an X-Wing bat rep video. I've had a few people ask me to do one of these, how I do it, and I thought I might give it a try and see what happens. This is the program that I use, Magix Movie Edit Pro. I got this from Madigo from a mate a little while ago, and I've been using it. It seems to work quite well for me. There's a lot of different programs out there you can use. They all pretty much work the same. You can do all different things with them, but what I'm doing in this video is just showing you basically how to make a video. First off, we start off by adding the titles. So I've got a bunch of titles already pre-saved, as you can see in the list there, like Epic Titles, Store Champs, and whatever. We're doing a Store Champ, so I select the Store Champ, bring it down. I'm clicking on different formats you can edit in. Whoops, that's a mistake there. Let's just get rid of that. Yep, that's if you're doing multi-camera, which I'm not doing. You've got different formats there. You want to use this one here where you've got like the split levels there, because you're going to be adding. Well, when I do them, I add multiple levels with audio, video, and overlays and that sort of stuff. So it just makes it easier to edit. Once I've got the title down, then I go to add the music, just because of where the files are located, so I don't have to keep going back and looking for these things. Put it a couple of tracks down so it's out the way for now. Next up, I go looking for the video, the bat rep, which we filmed. I'm doing Geelong Store Champs. This is be the first round, which I'm editing at the moment, which I'm making this video for. So if you don't want spoiler alerts to know how it went, don't watch this. So I didn't type names of which rounds were which, so I just search for them, find out which videos I need. So it's the first two for the round one. The way my camera films, it films in two parts, like every 50 something minutes it cuts and adds another film. I don't know why it does that, it just does, but it's not really a big deal because you just put them next to each other like this, and easy. And now zooming in, going back over to the start now. Once I've got the store titles down, I've got the movie in, then I start adding pictures. Now I've usually got, let's see, where are we? Desktop, X-Wing, going to pics. I usually add in pictures of the cards and stuff at the start, like everyone sees, as well as the logos for the stores that we're playing in at the time. I've got all these pre-done, so I'm not going to do a video on how to do these because it's up to you how you want to do them, if you want to do them at all. This is just more of how to edit the actual video and the final product. Pretty much everything I do is all through Microsoft Paint. So if you know how to use Microsoft Paint, then it's pretty easy to make. It's just cut and paste. Just extend it for a bit of time so people can sort of read it. I'm probably not even going to use those anymore after these bat reps. I've dragged down the in-game template. That was that one there. I'll explain more about that one as we go along. I'm just grabbing it out for now. Chucking in the Guff Geelong store logo. That was the store where we were filmed. Then add a little bit of a crossfade. So, whoops, that didn't work properly. We'll fix that up. Zoom to makes it work better. Sometimes you've got that little orange mark in the wrong spot. When you want to do a crossfade, it doesn't give like a good crossfade. Whoop, that's cut, no fade. No, I want crossfade. There we go. And there we go, has a nice little fade there. Now, you can just leave as a fade for that. I'll just do a little something different just for fun. I add like a little flying title to it. Out of the fade section there. So when you play it now, instead of just being fade from one to the other, it does that little flying through the air and you see the next one. Okay, so once I've got that done, now I start editing the video. I've got all the stuff down. Now I'll probably start with this first. Actually, this is the in-game template. This is what has all the shields, the lists, and hull and all that sort of stuff. This is what I generally edit to represent what's going on in the game. It's got a blue window on there, so I put the blue so that way when I drag it over the picture, there we go. So click on there, and there you go. You can see through the picture now to the screen. Before I start editing, actually, I'll quickly reposition because the camera is never in the same spot where you want it to be when you want things symmetrical. That's easy fixed. We just move the picture over a little bit to match the picture of the overlay. it's easier to do it this way than to try and make the overlay fit the picture, because then otherwise you got to cut, paste, do all sorts of things. There's probably other ways you can do it, and there's I know Adobe does all sorts of different things for you, but it's just a basic program which I'm doing, and I've had no experience or education on learning how to do these things. I've just self-taught, so watched a few videos on YouTube like these, and yeah, this is what I do now for instead of spending time with the wife. So we've got a bunch of stuff here. This is all filmed at the start before the game. We don't want this to go up online. This just wastes time. So that's where they've placed the first rock. So I'll probably make the first cut there, just before they place the rock. Yep, it's going down. So hit the cut button there, and then we'll just right click and delete this. Don't need that anymore. And slide the film footage down, and then we zoom out a little bit. And I start scanning, grab the cursor and just scan across, find out where the asteroids are, find out where the deployment is. Oops, gone a bit far. That's start of the combat, start of movement phase. Oop, there's a handshake. It's generally where I like to cut, just after the handshake, just that nice little friendly thing there. Zoom in a little bit just to try and get a better cut. Yeah, we'll cut there. Okay, zoom out. Now that's quite long. And all you're doing is just watching people place asteroids. So instead of having, I think it's something like 5 minutes of asteroid placement, or maybe 4 minutes. The music is about 3 minutes long. So I don't want the, just add another fade in there. I don't want asteroid placement that long as well. It's not to criticize everybody else out there who does bat reps, but it's one of the things that does annoy me is when I'm sitting there watching movies for too long. Bat reps too long, and they've got all showing all the asteroids, showing all the things. It's just ways of cutting it out and editing it out and just making it a bit more, a bit faster to watch. Like we try to get all ours under 30 minutes if we can. I'm going to speed this right up to 4 speed because it's quite a large bit, and in the end you just want to quickly, you just want to see the asteroids go down. You just want to see it go down fast. Yeah, there's a bit of strategy to it, but you don't need 3 minutes of asteroid placement. And it looks like they're actually put one down and they took a break, so I'm going to stop here. Better zoom in a little bit more because there's a bit more I can edit out of that. When there's such a long break between when the first rock goes down and when the next rock goes down, well, you may as well just cut out all that bit as well, because again that just cuts down on the view time. It also cuts down on the movie length, the movie file as well, so doesn't waste space on your hard drive or waste time uploading, useless footage to YouTube. Delete that, slide that down, go into crossfade, and I'll chuck in that flying fade again, change it to a flying fade, slot that in. There we go. Okay, then what I usually do once that's done, I actually mute that bit because we've got the music track down the bottom which plays over it. So you don't really need to do commentary for the asteroids or even the first bit of placement. That is just more personal preference for me. I really just like to get that bit out of the way, over and done with. Just move along and get onto the real meat of the game, which is what everyone really wants to see. So first round, nothing's going to happen the first round. So we just find where the last ship starts moving, and yep, that's the first ship starting to move there. We don't need the putting dials down, so he's about to reveal his dial. Yep, there we go. Putting down template. Now we just scan to when Yellow over there, he's got PS9 Whisper, so he'll be the last one to move a ship, so just keep an eye on Whisper. When Whisper is the last one to move, then you just add the cut after that. I've actually gone into round 2, haven't I? I think I've actually cut a bit too far. Yeah, I think I've made a bit of a mistake here. And because I'm also lazy at editing too, I probably won't go back and fix this yet, will I? Or won't I? Oh, I think I might. We'll see how the footage comes down. So there we go. There we go. That's the start of combat. That's the next thing I like to do. I'd always do a cut just before the start of the combat. Usually hear them over the audio when you're editing saying, okay, start of the combat phase. I usually put a cut just before that. And then that way I can take this whole track of them moving, go into effects, and it's under video effects. You'll find speed. Then just increase the speed Usually I like to get around about 3, maybe more. Oh, let's go all the way to 4. It's a big file. Let's go all the way to 4. Crossfade it. I always do like a crossfade between each round and each combat. Not between the round and the start of combat. I just leave that go blank. It comes out seamlessly. Then I think this is where I've discovered I've missed the dials. Yep, I think I'll go back and I'll edit all that out. Yeah, I'll have to go back and edit all this out. Yep. Picked up on this when I was trying to edit the video, so it's quite funny editing a video, then you have to go back and edit the edit. It's, yeah. So I'll find out where Whisper moved last. Hit that play button. Or I'm not going to hit the play button. Yeah, so since I've made the mistake, I'll just zoom it back out and I'll probably just start from scratch. Let's take it all the way back to 1. Zoom through it faster. It just makes it easy to do the cuts properly. A bit too fast still. 1, yep. That's normal play speed. And where do I need to put the cuts? All the aimings have moved. There goes Echo, here comes Whisper. And you put the ruler down. The ruler is usually a good marker. And I'll slide that across. There's a little reason why I did that. It's going back and forth with this, but there's a little reason why I did that, which I'll get into a little bit in just a moment when I find out where I have to make the cut. And so the ruler, so I'll probably cut just about there. Just about the clear tokens, yep, so cut there. And then I'll slide along to right before Josh starts moving his A-wings. Just while actually before, not that. Phantom's got a decloak, don't they? So I'll do the decloak right before they do the decloak. I've done that a few times actually, where I've been looking for the maneuver of the lower pilot skill thing and forgotten that, oh yeah, there's Phantoms on the board. They decloak first, don't they? Yeah, so try and keep that one in mind when you're looking for the movement of where to cut. Phantoms do decloak. So I've selected both these. I'm going to shorten them both down to about 3.5 or 3.49 if we want to be precise. This one here I'm going to jam all the way down to 4 because, yeah, that really is 4 speed because that really is, yeah, nothing's happening there. As the ships get closer, then you don't really want to go as fast then. There we go. I'm going to zoom in here now. With the overlay, I don't want the overlay just to show up. I like to have a bit of a fade. So if you click this side bit here, you slide in that little thing there, make that little shaded side, and you'll have a little bit of a soft fade going into it. There we go. The sample picture it gives you on the video here as well, it's not the best quality. You can actually click an enlarge button, but sometimes I have had to refer to the original footage just to double check the dice rolls because they don't call them out sometimes. It's just give you a bit of a sample. So sometimes if you don't see the fade happen correctly on that picture, don't worry about it too much. When you publish it, it will actually come out properly. Then if it doesn't, you can always go back and fix it later. So adding a crossfade between the sections there. Going to mute that one there as well because it's all sped up, so you can't really hear them talking over. It goes blah 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 as they're moving. So just so you don't have to hear it over the audio. Now I'm making a little cut here on that bottom track there. That's that music that you always hear at the start of our bat reps. I'm going to choose where I want the commentary to come in. So I'll select there, hit the cut button, about 1 minute 50 seconds, and I'll just turn that music all the way down. I won't delete it because when I have the audio, we might start the commentary a bit later, we might start a bit earlier, and I'll just kind of adjust it there. So I'll probably do another video on adding commentary a little bit later. Once I've done all that, I like to started doing the cutting and pasting that. I like to drag all the things down. So if you look up the top there, you'll actually see we've got 43 minutes left. Now it started out as 58 minutes of video, now we're down to 43. So yeah, I've got to get rid of another 13 minutes to get below where I like it to be. So yeah, if I could, I'd make every bat rep 15 minutes so they don't go for as long as everybody to watch. But usually about that 25 minute to 30 minute mark is pretty fine. To help speed things along, None of that footage is played at normal speed. I speed everything up to 1.2 or 1.3, depending on who's playing. If there's like a particular player who's a bit slower, I'll probably even speed up to 1.5 normal speed. Just again, it just shaves down time because we've gone from 48 down to 42, and all it's done is just speed up a little bit. You don't lose anything. You do. It just helps to speed things up a bit. Like players you get through that indecision a bit faster, and the dice rolls look a bit faster, but it's no one's complaining about them being sped up fast yet. Although now I've made this video, some people might say, "Oh, that's why." So yeah, going in for dice rolls into damage, into one of the A-wings. I like to let it play through, just listen to them, find out which A-wing's going to need damage, because then once you work out where the damage is, when damage gets assigned, you'll notice I'm dragging that side of that picture across, because what I'll do is find out where the damage is assigned. Once I've worked that out, I now go into the pictures. I'll find that overlay picture, and I start editing the overlay. Okay, so here's the overlay. It was shot into one of the A-wings. I'm not sure which one it was. I think it was that one there. I'm kind of just rushing through this a bit. Anyway, so what I'm going to do, I need to eliminate a shield, so I just kind of, just using Microsoft Paint, just sort of drag a box over, clear it, black it out, save that overlay as 0, 1. Get rid of all that, go back into here, and go to Import. And go into the file which has the files, and there you go. That's it. We're going to go back into video mixing, add the blue overlay, and push play. And now if you watch that middle A-wing, it loses the shield. And yeah, it looks nice and seamless. It's going through a bit fast because this video was actually about 50 minutes long when I did it, and I really want to knock down the time. So if it goes a bit fast, just keep hitting just go back and watch it again. But you're going to see it a lot in this video because now it's just a matter of you just watch your video. You keep sliding. I just keep sliding the bottom in-game template picture along till I find where they're doing the damage. And here we go. An A-wing has shot into Echo. I think it was Echo's the bottom Phantom. Yep. What was Echo? Oh, just turn the volume up so I can hear it a bit better. Yep. Bottom Phantom, zooming out, just checking. Yeah, I was a bit unsure at that time actually. It is Echo, I know now. There we go. And we do the same thing again, just try and drag that black over the shield token. 0, 2. Go back to import, get the picture, drag it down, make it a bit bigger, crossfade, add the blue screen effect, and there you go. And I'm actually quite lucky actually because there's the picture enlarged. The blue screen effect doesn't actually cancel out the shield tokens, pushed the wrong button, which I'm really grateful for because when I first started, I was experimenting with green screens and different color backings to create that window, and I just somehow found the right shade of blue by luck, and then it seemed to have worked out well for me. So the combat round ended, so I put a little bit of a cut in there. That's when they start moving their ships again. Cut, delete, crossfade, because in the end you don't need all that planning phase. Then we slide along now to the end of where they're moving, taking all their actions. Because again, I'm going to speed this part up. It just helps to bring down the length of the video. Go up to 2.3, slide across, drag the bottom picture across. You've got to keep in mind sometimes if they land on rocks, you might need to edit that picture in the movement phase. So yeah. I've done that a few times where I've not added damage, which I'm sure many of our viewers probably know about that by now. So we find where the damage is being assigned, and again, we just look for where the picture is. It's going really fast now, and I think oh, there we go, an A-wing dropped. Save, 0, 3. Yeah, if it's going too fast, you can edit YouTube videos to slow this down, but it's just, once you watch the first one, the first time I did it, it's just pretty much rinse, wash, repeat. It's just doing the same thing over and over again. And if you're trying to follow the game and see what the game state is, sorry. Give us a couple of weeks, and then give us a week, and they'll all be up on YouTube. We've got about 4, 5, 6, 7 rounds, so they'll all be up, including one really bad round with me flying Guri like a newbie. All the Phantom shooting, lovely lasers, add commentary when you're talking about this stuff. Dice get rolled, and I think one just got a crack shot. That was a horrible horrible thing. What do we got? Oh, another shield off Echo. Fun. Take it off, save it, import it, drag it down, crossfade, blue screen, and play. Make sure it works properly, and off you go. Little thing which this program does, every time you do a crossfade, it'll do like an autoplay. Don't try and interrupt that, because then you can sometimes crash the program. When the program wants to do something, just let it do it and then start doing your own editing. And yeah, so the Scourge has taken a few damage. Again, we import the picture, crossfade. Yeah. Yeah, when you're importing the picture, it's just like finding any other file on your computer. You just go through, the right directories and just look for it. Go through computer, looking. Like all my stuff, I just keep saved to desktop because it's just easy to find. So I was in the combat. We're going to delete this section again of the planning phase. About to flip it off. Nope. Oh, actually, that was intelligence agent there. He's got intelligence agents. So that's something you'll want to do, so that way people know if they're using intelligence agent or not. So you don't get comments saying, "Oh, we forgot intelligence agent." So it's a little thing which I keep in, because then they'll sit there and and ah for a little bit longer if they want to decloak or not. This has all been sped up again. Whoops, I've zoomed out and clicked something. Yeah, there's a lot of you spend a lot of time zooming in, zooming out on this thing. So I find out where the end of the movement phase is. Right, yep, range rulers help. It's always good. You see the range ruler, you know to click back a bit before. Yep, there we go. Start a combat. Drag it down, and where are we up to on time? It's 30 minutes. Oh, it should be a bit less than that. We've got that little blue streak you see across the top there. It's like this little, I don't know, it creates its own little counter. I'll have to fix that. Yeah, so again, we just play it, look for the damage. Yep, dice are rolled, had fun, find the ship with the damage. It's an A-wing. Only one shield from a phantom attack. Man, that's mean. We save it, we import it, drag it down, crossfade it. Add the colours. Again, this is going really fast, guys. If you need to slow it down, you can just slow down the thing, or you just watch the first one, because it really is. It's once you get that first bit down with adding the titles, preloading. Yeah, always have your titles preloaded. Just makes things a lot easier, so we don't have to keep doing it over and over again. Yeah, just load your music, your songs, your overlays, and that. Half the battle with creating a bat rep is doing the overlays. And I've heard other people talk about, rendering. I'm not sure what that is, but it's probably the same sort of thing. Creating all that with the list, the pictures and everything. I like mine all nice and colourful. They're all actually cut and paste upgrade cards and ship cards, actually, if anyone's ever wondering where it all comes from. Like all the shield and whole symbols are all off ship cards, and that little upgrade bar which has them all listed in is actually a upgrade card, just modified a little bit and cut and paste. And yeah, a lot of time spent straining making this stuff. Yeah, luckily enough, again, I keep it all saved, so I don't have to keep doing it over and over again for everyone. So yeah, maybe I'll do a video on how I make these, but probably not. So again, just load, save, import, crossfade it, effects, blue screen effect. Now I'm slowing it down here because we've got something to add. Crits. Now if you click on titles there, now you can go into general and make your own titles and stuff. I've got a bunch of mine which I've already made up and loaded. So we can drag it down and slide across, and then as you play through, you will see the title comes up. Direct hit. Ooh, nasty. There goes an A-wing. Yeah, down they're very easy to create. Again, you just click general and you just put the title where you want it. After you've done it, you can actually, that purple bit down there, if you right click it, you can actually, there's an option to save it. So then you can have direct hit saved, and you'll see all the different things I've got saved in there. I've got ones for Armada further down the bottom as well. Just makes life a lot easier. Type it up, you don't have to go look for the upgrade card every time and trying to work out what it is. And if you're wondering why some of the damage cards always have the same spelling mistakes, it's because I keep forgetting by the time when you comment on the spelling mistakes in the damage bit to when I do my next one, I've forgotten that they're actually spelt wrong, so that's why it's continuously spelt wrong every time, because I forget to edit. So yeah, dice being rolled, we're having fun. We drag the picture along until we work out where they're assigning the damage. And here we go. Oh, there we go, lost TIE Fighter. Whoops, mix that, there we go. Up to 10, yeah, so we've got 10 images now. There's other ways you can do this. This is just this is what I've found is easier, is just doing it this way. I'm sure there's other people out there more experienced than me that know, how to do it better. But if you've had no experience editing and you just want to get an idea of how to do it and where to start, I can just do this. There's plenty of other videos on YouTube as well of what you can watch of other people editing videos and how they like videos. Not so much. I don't think anyone's done like how to do an X-Wing video yet, but there's other videos you can just learn techniques like to create a title. Like those titles, I actually created those with Windows Movie Maker. All of our opening titles way back then before I had this program, I was just using that, and there are actually some neat tricks with that one you can do to actually make bat reps as well. You can't add overlays to it, at least not the version I was using, but yeah, if you can just use that program, that's very easy to use. It still works on a similar basis where you can just cut, speed up certain parts and do it. You just wouldn't have the overlay effect, but if you're doing commentary, you can just add in the commentary. It's up to you if you want to do an overlay or not. And yeah, we slide along, adding more damage to one of the A-Wings. Oh wow, Phantom finally one shot on an A-Wing, nice. Yeah, it's his Yellow's dice in this game we're not liking him at all. And proof in that is that what we're down 3 A-Wings and a Phantom, nice. Just blue box again. Cut, we're at the end of the game now. Oh, nope, we might not be. Oh, yep, we were. Yep, that was the end. There was no fight, no shots from the aiming. So right before they're about to pick up dials, we cut, we delete, slide across, crossfade. As you can see now, we've taken a 58-minute video now down to 23. So, there's a lot of stuff that we sped through. So, like I said, you don't have to worry about the maneuvers. Just speed through it. People can watch. If they need to slow it down, they can slow it down. But usually people just want to see where the result goes because I don't know how everyone else is when they're watching X-Wing, but usually when you're watching an X-Wing game, you can usually tell what people's moves are going to be. When you're in the game, you always think, oh, geez, why am I doing those moves? But yeah. So there's no combat in that one, so I was just cut and paste, just not worry about combat bit there. And finding, here we go, started combat for this one. Now this is where so we speed all that up. This is where my camera split the film into 2 parts, but it's no big deal. You just go crossfade like you would anything else, and it almost looks seamless. You can still see a bit of shadiness, but yeah, again, no one's really picked up on it. Just got to adjust where the image sits for those ones, just like I did with the other one. Just go -20 for both. Yep, there we go. So that way it just centers the picture in the center of the screen for the overlay. Can also help too, you can actually zoom in. So if you actually just want to zoom in on one part of the board, like some of you might have seen it. I think it was, actually if you want to see some funny zooming in, you look at round 4 of Tez's Game Store Champs. That was actually quite funny. Mars and Tim's match. Yeah, it was quite funny. Or was it? No, it was actually top 4 Mars and Tim's match. It was, wasn't it? That was a funny one, that one. Yeah, that was just me doing some tricks with this program, just zooming into one part just to show when Mars's dreams failed when those dice didn't hit. So again, it's just cut paste, and that Echo's Whisper's really taking some hits there. Oh, look at that! You land on the rock and took damage. Okay, so I'll come up to that. It was the end of the round, so we just put in there. Echo's got Whisper's got nothing left. This will be the last one. Ooh, 10%. Ooh, good thing I'm finishing this up now. Crossfade it. And that's about it. Okay, so now we do end credits. So we play, there's the handshake, and I'll go a little bit further, cut there. Rest of that footage we don't need. It's fun to listen to sometimes. When I haven't gone in there and haven't turned it off, you hear them talking, they say, oh, if I had done this, I had done that. It's actually quite interesting to listen to sometimes, the strategy. Usually I'm pretty close to the camera anyway, so as you saw, there wasn't really much there to cut out. So yeah, that's the credit scene where you usually hear Mars saying his usual things. Like, subscribe, like us on Facebook. And so we just match all this up, close all the gaps. So when we play through it, there we go, it fades out, and yep, then it goes into music. I put the audio on the separate track, you probably saw there, just to make it easier when you do the commentary overwards, just to cut it out and it's not so loud. That's pretty much it, guys. Yeah, I hope this has helped some people. Know how to do it. Learn how to do this. So I'm just saving this one now. Export. This is just going to publish the video for me. Now I've got this one finished. May as well do that now. Little trick. You got different quality types there. HD quality 2. If you're going to add commentary, don't go that. Just go to DVD quality. Save yourself time. They publish a lot faster that way, and then you can add the commentary. Then later on, go and rip it into like the high quality, like 1080 or 720. There we go, publishing away. So if I've missed anything, or if you have any questions or anything about what I've done, if I've gone too fast or didn't explain something properly, just let me know. And thanks for watching. As Miles will say, like, subscribe, like us on Facebook, and fly casual.